Okay, welcome everyone. I started the game and then I had some problems, so yeah, I'm already in the game. So played e4, we played c6. This is the Caro-Kann, but as I am behind on time, I need to play quicker. So yeah, let's just start d4, and then usually they go d5. This is the Caro-Kann. But then I think I will play e5, and then if bishop f5, then knight e2. So then it usually goes like e6, knight g3, attacking the bishop. The bishop has to go back, and then you start pushing Harry. So you want to go like h5, attacking the bishop then. So he has to play like either h6 or h5, but then I will continue with like bishop d3. Then we see the exchange of bishops, and I can take with the pawn. This just gives me the open c-file. But yeah, a lot of arrows, but this should be the main idea of the opening. But we'll take it slow. So I'm expecting d5, and then I'll go e5. And then follow this up with knight e2. I think that's an aggressive line. Yes, okay, d5, okay, e5. And now bishop f5, I go knight e2. I want to go knight g3. Hopefully he's not familiar with this line, so I decided to play this line because I'm behind on time, so maybe it will turn out to be a good idea. It's a good strategy to play something unfamiliar when your opponent is having more time than you. So yeah, h4, I'm threatening h5 now. Maybe he's going to play h5, maybe he's going to play h6. But either way, I'm going to play... Okay, he's playing h6, and now I first get the tempo on the bishop. Bishop has to go back. And then I play bishop d3. So now I'm offering the exchange of these bishops. And I'm going to take with a pawn. That means I'll get the open c-file. And usually, like in the Caro-Kann or in the French positions, your opponent wants to play like c5, attack your center, and put pressure, like knight c6, queen b6. But if you play c5 here, I can just take it and play d4. This is the benefit of taking with the c-pawn. You can still play d4 and maintain your center. Not like that, like this. Yes, okay, let's go d4. Now there's no worry for me about c5 because the pawn's not there anymore, so this is just nice. Okay, he's playing bishop e4 check, which is a good move. You don't want to go back, you always want to go forward and to play for tempos, forcing your opponent to react on your plans, not to realize his own. So here I have two options. I can play knight c3, I can play bishop d2, I can play knight d2, but this is not a... I don't think knight d2 is a good idea. It just... maybe it is, but I feel like I'm blocking my bishop. So the question should be, is this a good bishop? I think I should exchange this bishop off. The reason being, if I can get to this bishop off, then it means the dark squares will be very weak. So one day I can get a knight to like c5 or d6, and it will be very good. So yeah, I think bishop d2 is the strategic move here. Yeah, just going to take control of the dark squares. The thing, he also has this, like knight d7, knight b6, knight c4. But I can just play b3 in the future. There's no dark square bishop to take control of these dark squares in my position. Okay, he's playing knight d7, which is sensible. He wants to castle kingside and get his king out of the center. So I also have more space in this position, but it means that I'm also playing very committal. Like my pawns can't go backwards. They're already committed on d4 and d5. So I have weaknesses, but it doesn't matter because he also has weaknesses. So it balances each other out. So I can go knight c3. If he castles, I can castle. I think castle's a good idea. Or maybe I should go immediately, like knight c3, knight b5. Just preventing any a6. I mean, what I mean is, if I play knight c3 and he castles, I can immediately go knight b5. I think this is a good idea. He should play a6, but yeah, once again, then these b6 squares are weakened. b6 and c5. So, yeah, and also d6. So the thing is, when you exchange off the dark square bishop, black has some weaknesses in his position. Yeah, okay, a6. Now I'm thinking, should I go a4, a5? Just trying to fix that outpost. He also wants to probably play b5, control c4. So one day his knight can go to knight e7, knight b6, knight c4. So this is a critical position, and I only have like 4 minutes, so I need to play quick. Usually you need to find a plan, so it's all of your other moves can follow the same plan, especially when you're low on time. Just find one plan, and then you can make the next few moves very quickly. You can just like blitz him out because you have a plan. But to make moves without a plan doesn't help you. So I know my plan should be to go for the c5, d6 squares because they are weak. The question is, should I start with a4, but then I weaken b4, so now you can just pop a knight on b4. So maybe I should just castle, get my rook in the game. So now I can play with both rooks. My king is safe. So queen d7, okay, he's playing it slow, but I'm not sure if it's probably a good move. I mean, stopping me from playing knight a4, but it could, I'm not sure. It's actually not a bad move. He's stopping me from playing knight a4, which is sensible. The question is, should I just play rook c1? Should I play b3? Stopping any knight c4 in the future. And the thing is, if I play b3, then I can go knight a4. So yeah, I think b3. Stopping any c4 maneuvers, and I can, with this knight, and I can in return place my knight on a4. Either go to b6 or c5. So yes, this is a good plan, if I follow it. I'm also threatening knight b6 now. Attacking, forking his queen and rook, so yes, I think b3 was a good idea. And now I can always just double up my rooks on this open c file I have. And I think I should be fine here. Okay. Not go for it immediately, because he's just going to play b6, right? So I should play rook c1 first, get my rook behind his queen. So his knight is pinned now. These positions, it's important not to rush. You just play it slowly. You just improve all of the pieces. Okay, so here I'm wondering, maybe I should just play it slow. Like, let's go a3. I'm just going to stop the mobility of his pieces. I can always go and play a move like queen b4. If his knight moves, of course. Because now, I mean, I can still play it. Like, queen b4 would be interesting, especially after take, rook takes his queen. Then I'm attacking his knight and this knight, so he has to go back, and then I win the b7 pawn. So, yeah, queen b4 is actually a good move. Now, just trying to control the b6 as well. The only problem I have in my position is the weakness on d4. Okay, now that his rook moved, I'm going to put my knight on c5. This means no b6, because then the a6 pawn is just weak, because he just moved his rook. So knight c5 should be a good response. This is a very interesting position. I'm just going to try to I mean, one day I can look for a rook left trying to attack, but I don't think that will be enough, or it's not possible in this position. There's too many pieces in the way, like my knight. I want to get my rook on g3. Then there will be like threats of queen h6. But the problem is I can't move my knight. Unless I move my knight back, but then he can just come in with his knight to a5 and put pressure on d4 with both knights. But I mean, I can also consider moves like g4, but then I weaken my king side. So I think just to be patient, just like play queen d, play like a4, a5, trying to create some. Okay, so here he's trying to offer an exchange of queens. I'm attacking his knight, and then he has to go back knight c6. Wait. Take, b. Yes, okay, knight b7. Just trying to see. Maybe I'm having poor internet connection. Just wanna confirm that while he's thinking. Okay, he's taking a pawn on a3, which is good. I should just play knight d6. No, it seems fine. Okay, he's attacking my pawn. I should just go rook c7. I always try to play actively. Attacking his knight. You don't want to play passively. You always want to play actively. I mean, this position is still interesting. I think I prefer white here. I mean, because of his weaknesses. I mean, of course I have weaknesses as well, but I mean, I'm forcing him back. And I'm getting control of the game, so here, what's the best thing to do? Is it to play knight b7? Is it to play rook a1? I like the attacking moves. What are you doing with your knight? I mean, I can take your pawn next. Attacking moves are best. So he's probably going to play like knight to b5, but then I just take it. Trying to get some active pieces, like 2 rooks on the 7th rank would be very nice. And this endgame should be okay for me, especially after starting with less time. I think he gave me some chances here. To simplify pieces, I don't think his queen exchange offer was a very good one, because yeah, okay, here I need to be careful. I can't take because then he just forks my rook, so I have to take here. And then he's gonna probably play knight b5 attacking, but it's okay. I mean, I can always just play rook c6, right? And just attack. Yeah, maybe it was better to like play rook e7. Now it just attacks with tempo again. Yeah, maybe I didn't play it too accurately, but it's fine. Still have a nice pawn on d6. It should still be a draw at the end, if I keep the rooks on the game. But yeah, not too happy that I blundered this. I think I should have played rook e7. If he takes, then I got my other rook in the game. after I took the pawn on a6. Next move this, tie down his rook on f7. That would have been better. I'm thinking he'll just take the pawn. But then I can play d7. No, it's still interesting. If he plays like after he took the pawn, like rook b4, d7. Okay, he's not doing that. He's trying to attack this pawn twice with his rook and knight. So here I'll just play my rook to c1. As I'm just gonna hope for a rook c7 in the future. First I need to play rook a7 because my rook was under attack. He's not playing bad. He's playing very well this game. It's just a bit unfortunate I started with less time because of my connectivity issues, but that's the thing about chess. You need to be ready to play any position. Whether you have less time, more time, doesn't matter. You still need to find the best moves. That's one thing about chess. You need to make good moves under time pressure. Maybe I can catch up on his time. At least I will have 2 active rooks on a 7th rank. This means this rook will have a hard time getting in the game. And you can never play these pawns, because then this pawn on g7 will just be weak. So yeah, I think I like this position practically. I mean, of course, black should be better here, but practically 2 rooks on the 7th rank, very hard. Very hard to try to, especially with the pawn on d6. So yeah, even though black is theoretically better, according to me, I'll analyze this position. Maybe the pawn on d6 is actually a good pawn. It should be, but it can also be a weakness. But the thing is, I still have my rooks, so it really helps. Okay, now he has less time than me, so that's a good sign. It means I have more practical chances, and maybe... Okay, now here I should play... I should just play it... That's an interesting try. I'll give it to him. I'll play... I think I'll play rook b7. Just attack his knight in return. Maybe knight d3, then I can play rook c7. No, then I just lose my pawn on d6, so I have to play like rook c6, protecting it. But this knight on d3 is annoying, especially after knight d5, just knight d7. So yeah, good move. Yes, okay. Here probably I should play rook. Yeah, I should play rook a6 here, just to defend my pawn. If I played rook b6, you have played knight d7, just attacking my rook once again. If knight d7 now I can play rook d7, get my 2 rooks on the 7th rank. Trying to make it as complicated as I can for him. I'm not too worried about this pawn now. I have a king, I can stop it. Especially with my knight and g3 as well. I can always, after the pawn pushes, just go to e4 and then to d2. Stopping this pawn. Six seconds, 5. Oh, okay. Here you usually don't want to exchange off everything. I don't want to. I want to keep it complicated. Yes, 8 seconds. And now I can play... I want to get my knight to b5. Do I have time for that maneuver? I suppose I have. This will just protect my d6 pawn. Okay, of course I have to play rook c6. Okay, now he takes a pawn. Now I didn't play as accurately. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. I'm still not gonna take his rook though. I was hoping for this move I can play knight f5, I think. Followed by a move like knight e7 first, and then I can take. Okay, here I can just go like that. Be my king in the game. Trying to keep as many pieces on the board as I can to make the game as complicated as I can. Not giving him an easy win here. Knight d4, this attacks the d5, trying to provoke d4. I can always play, okay, yes, here it's probably not enough, but I can get my king and knight attacking this. Okay, what about, can I rook a7, just rook c7, right? I have to play knight e5, threatening this, blocking rook c3. Okay, that's probably a good move. Gonna play knight b6 check here. And play pawn f3, just stopping any e4 ideas. Okay, f5. Probably have to play g4. Get rid. Okay, I should have done that. I just gave him the open file. He's gonna get rook f3. It's okay, I should play rook a7 then. Get my rook on the 7th rank. Okay, now what should I do? Maybe knight c4, even if rook f3 I can go. No, I can't. I have to go king e2, unfortunately. Here I can play like this. Put my knight on d2. King on f2, just stopping any tricks. Maybe first give a check. And try to attack e5. Okay, that was probably a good move. I'm in trouble here. Okay. To play king h3. Not just... Okay, this is perfect. He played this very well. Maybe my best try is like this. But yeah, this is two connected pass pawns. You're just easily winning. Maybe I should just try to go for... Trying to play for tricks with h6 pawn into position. Probably not enough, but... Still, the position is complicated. Especially now that I have this h-pawn. Could be beneficial in the long run. Here, I should give a check first. Okay, now I should play. Yeah, what's the problem if I just play like this? Okay, I think now he's actually in a bit of trouble here. Not really. Okay, I can hope for this. Well, at least queen. Yeah, we'll just take the pawn, of course, but I have some hope at least for perpetual checks. I have to be careful so I cannot exchange queens. Here I should play what? Queen h5. He just plays difficult. I think this. You don't want to get your queen on a on the wrong square, so you can exchange it off though. Trying my best to hold this to be a draw. Okay, here I should play this. Then go here. Then what about... Sure, difficult position. Queen f4 or f6. Then back. Then back here. What's happening? Oh, this. What's the best? Checking him from the long angle here. You can't put a queen in front. Now I think I can play queen b1, followed by queen c2 maybe, right? You can't block it with your queen. Queen c5. Okay, I should not play queen c4, just play e4. I should check from the back. And then check here. And then... Okay, let's try to check again. Now this is just queen b4 again. It's queen... Yeah, queen f8. Okay, king g6. I will just check you, sir. You have to be careful. This king is gonna go to g4 though. But if I check here and follow it up with queen d7, I still can give checks. And they can't block it with his pieces in between though. this is just queen f7, I believe. And I think I can give a check on b3. I have to, it has to play like king f4, then I can go back. Okay, now this is just, I think, almost repetition, right? Okay, I should not play that. I should play queen c4. Can't block it. Here I can just play my queen back to c1. Play my queen to c2. Play like this. Ah, it kind of tricked me here. Now I can't actually check him. So I actually made some progress here. I should play this, try to go. Wow, alright. Oh, he didn't push the pawn. He should have done that. But here he can go like that. I mean, I can check here. He goes back. I give a check. I don't know. I think this should be okay. If queen d5, I just... Very interesting. Very interesting. Queen f7. Oh, no, okay. Now he can actually move his king. Wow, alright. Very nice one. Checkmate. Okay. I have to analyze this. So where did I go wrong? This should be a draw. So I just mess it up. Ancient says it's equal. Oh, here, oh. Yeah, because his queen is on g3, it just means I can sacrifice my queen, because this will be stalemate. Sure. Why did I allow this? Why didn't I see it? I mean, I can literally do anything here. I can just play my queen to c7. You can't take it, right? You literally can't take my queen. It will just be stalemate, okay? Can't believe I missed that one. But yeah, I started well, I think. No, I should have taken here. What's happening with the stream here? Okay, but yeah, I think I should just play another game. Maybe one more. And then after that I can analyze. Okay, I have a game now. Let's play again e4, but this time having 10 minutes. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the Mora Gambit. Very aggressive. One of my favorites. e6. Okay, here I'll just play knight f3. So idea is you sacrifice a pawn, but you get the development. Bishop e7, very weird. I'm not so sure about this. Maybe if I play bishop c4, he first goes queen c7. But I could just play queen e2, just protect it. So yeah, I think I'll just continue with bishop c4. Don't have any problem. Okay, knight c6. Usually get your knight on e7. Like, you get your knight, not your bishop. But now you should play like knight f6, d6. Alright. Okay, what to do? His king is in the middle, and I need to attack, so I need to get my pieces in the game. I can't play bishop g5. Usually when knight f6 comes, you just play, or knight e7, you play bishop g5, get the pin. Get the pin, but now he blocked it, so actually bishop e7 is interesting. But I should just be able to play queen e2. Go rook d1, go e5. Take advantage of this spin. Okay, a6. I'm wondering if I should just play bishop b3. Should I go rook d1, b5, bishop b3 then? Interesting. I'm just gonna play rook d1. I mean, why not? Why not develop another piece? Okay, queen c7. I think I should play bishop b3 back now. The idea of the Smith model is you always want to get your knight to d5 and invite him to take, so you can take back and try to put some pressure. But here, because the queen is on c7, I should play bishop f4, trying to get some attack on the d6 pawn, which is a weakness now. Trying to provoke e5 and then opening this diagonal and making the d5 square outpost. So my bishop can just take the knight, get my knight on d5, so I have my compensation for my pawn. I want to play bishop f4. Okay, so usually you need to improve your pieces, you need to attack. So the question is either bishop g5, bishop f4. I think because the queen is on c7, you want to keep it diagonal, so I'm going to play bishop f4. His king is still in the middle, so at least I have this advantage. Okay, castles. Now you just have a plan. Gonna get my rook on c1. Kind of x-raying the queen in the future. So all of my pieces are developed now. And these pieces are below the third rank, so I have the center in this position. Okay, rook d8, quite interesting. He just wants to protect it. Maybe he's gonna play d5, but it doesn't work. I have too many protectors on d5. Especially with a rook on d1 as well. Okay, now the question. Should I play knight d5? If he takes, I can take. He can't move his knight because then he loses his queen. So let's analyze. Take, takes, takes. It looks promising. I'm gonna play knight d5. It's an active move, I just get my knight in the game and I'm threatening him to take his bishop. Then the d6 will be really weak. Okay, maybe he doesn't. No. So I really like this. I don't have to take immediately, but I will, because then I get the open diagonal. But h6 was quite nice. He's stopping knight g5. But I really like my position. The compensation is just enough. More than enough. This bishop is... Still, his pieces are like below this third rank. So it's quite nice for me. And I just need to find a plan. Okay, this is a critical position. You need to find a plan. So I'm starting to look at the forcing moves, right? That's how you find a plan. Okay, so I'm trying to look at rook c6, then queen c6, then queen e7, attacking his rook, and attacking this f7 pawn. But does it give me anything? Rook c6, queen c6, queen e7, he just plays, I don't know, probably rook e8. And that doesn't really work, because I have bishop f7 just getting the rook back. So rook c6, queen c6, queen e7. Maybe he's moving his bishop to like g4, protecting his rook. Then I can just take. King moves maybe. It's very unclear. But I really want to do that. Rook c6, queen c6, queen e7, bishop e6. Does that do anything? Trying to exchange off everything. But this will be check, right? And then I always... I don't know, it looks very tempting to do that, I have to say. But that's one forcing move. Usually when you see a move, a good move, you need to find a better one. So let's look at if there's any better moves in this position. If there are any better moves. Knight e4 is always forcing. It's just attacking c6 with my knight and my rook. So if knight e7, you either need to play like bishop d7 or bishop d7 or c5. But c5 doesn't do anything because it's a pin. So knight e4, interesting. Let's say he just plays bishop d7. Okay, then I just take his bishop, right? So knight d4, maybe bishop b7. Then I can take. Can I take? Take, play bishop a4. He just plays bishop b5, attacking my queen. Oh wow, interesting. Knight e4, followed by knight c6. Also looks very tempting. And I mean, if c5, I can always try this bishop a4. Going after the c6, but sure, interesting position. It's either rook c6 or it's knight e4. Let's calculate rook c6. Rook c6, queen take. This plays rook d7. I think I'm gonna play the solid one. I'm just gonna play knight e4. Just trying to get a double attack on his pawn. And it's not sacrificing yet, so it's just improving my knight from f3 to d4. Let's play it slow. Enjoy my advantage in activity, in development. Before going for crazy things, I also have like 3.5 minutes now, so it's probably good to avoid like complications. Just improve your pieces slowly. I'm thinking bishop e7 or c5. c5 doesn't do anything yet because it's pinned, right? So I'm really thinking bishop e7, then c5, at least he gets the open diagonal. Alright. c5 is a sensible move, but it's still in the pin. So I'm not in trouble yet. I can just play... I think I can just play like rook back to e1, attacking his bishop. Okay, bishop f8, very sensible. At least he's moving back. Okay, queen f3, bishop e7, queen g3. Just knight h5, right? I can also go for queen d3. Trying to really improve my pieces. Queen d3 is good. Also just trying to control f5. This is a bad bishop at the moment because his pawns are blocking him. I'm not so sure if queen d3 was the best, but it's at least improving my queen's position. So it should be alright. Okay, queen d7 now, okay. Now my knight is under attack, so queen e7, a very good move. Also stopping my knight f5 ideas. But there's always a but, right? I can play knight d6 here. Reason being, if he takes, I can take back, and then attacking his queen. So I actually kind of like knight d6. I have to play knight d6. Maybe then rook e8. But I can just take, right? And this d6 pawn will be weak. Oh. What's the idea? It's trying to go for the exchange. Okay. But now I can just play... Wait. It's not a bad idea. I'm just gonna protect everything. So you can't take my pawn on a2. So he basically has one rook and a knight and a bishop for my queen. So that's decent. But yeah, I still have one rook. So it's not two rooks versus a queen, it's only one rook versus a queen. Having two minor pieces extra. And pawns are equal at least, so I'm fine there. Okay, d5. Okay. I'm gonna play queen to g6. Hoping for bishop f7, I can just play queen a5. Still threatening bishop takes pawn because you can't take back. You just lose your knight. Quite curious what the engine says about this. I mean, is this better for him? Is it okay for me? Am I better? What's the analysis? Because I have a queen versus a rook and bishop and knight. But it feels like his bishop on f8 doesn't do much at the moment. And his rook on a8 as well. So I want some better here, but I want some worse. Especially if I can like get an attack like g4, h4, g5. Trying to exchange off, get a pawn on g6, then I should be better. Okay, knight e4. Okay, what's the idea? If I just play f3? Yeah, your knight is not going anywhere. d6 maybe. I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna play my queen 2 all the way to g4. Once again, trying to attack this pawn because of the pin. He should play like king h7. Okay, king h8 also. But why not just take the pawn on c5, right? Am I missing anything? I'm just gonna take the pawn on c5. It should be a free pawn. Yeah, very interesting position. At least I can get a rook on the 7th rank, right? Okay, knight e4. What about a simple rook c7? Still attacking his pieces, right? I have to be a little bit careful here. Now, of course, I should go like this. I can't allow king h1, knight f2, forking my king and queen with his knight. That would be a disaster. But here, his pieces are hanging. Like, he has a bishop, his knight, and then the other bishop. And if this bishop moves, it's just checkmate. Very difficult now. There's no checks. This check doesn't work, I just take it back. Okay, knight f6 is the only try to attack my queen at least. But then I feel like just wow. Okay, queen a5. It actually saves the pieces. But still, bishop h6 followed by queen f7. Yeah, I kind of like this position now. I mean, I still have my rook on a 7th rank, which is a very good thing, because I'm still attacking his bishop. I will just take your bishop. I'll probably resign this now. I mean, take, check. No, it doesn't work, but if I just play bishop h6, that should win. You can't take back, just check. It's really playing this on. I'm just gonna play bishop to d2, just stopping any pawn promotion. Okay, he's trying to really defend this. I'm just gonna play like this. Play queen e6. Trying to get some time. Then play. What should I play here? Rook b7. Sure, very complicated still. I kind of underestimated this. I mean, rook c2 is very tempting now. I'm just gonna play queen e3, trying to protect everything. No idea what's happening here. My rook is not doing much on the 7th rank because his bishop just protects everything. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to play like g4, go for g5 ideas. Get the pawn on g6, then try to mate. Okay, king f2. I have to be careful about bishop c5 though. But I just have b4. Bishop c5 would be fatal if it gets my queen. Okay, there. Okay, the idea is b4 here, I believe. Oh. Oh no. Just take. To be very careful here. If I get king g3, I will be fine, right? Okay, this doesn't work. Okay, wait, just gonna get my king on g3, make it very safe. Ah, I should have just taken the rook. Why did I take the rook? Come on, man. This is what time travel does to you. You start to miss simple tactics. Yeah, I should have just taken the rook and that will be easy win. Here I will just take. If he takes, it's just mate. Yeah, okay, resign. So, okay, let's analyze this one quickly. Quite curious because this exchange sacrifice is a good one. Okay, of course. It's always a good idea to try to pressure your opponent when he's low on time. But okay, this opening, it went quite well. Yeah, queen e2 is correct. Rook d1 is correct. Bishop. Yeah, bishop e3 is fine. Knight f6, then bishop f4, I thought. It's still okay. I mean, you get the pressure. Rook c1 is good because it's always kind of when pieces get traded off here, sacrifice like knight on d5, you will get this knight back. Like knight d5 is a wonderful move here because I'm attacking the queen and the bishop, and like you did in the game, took back. Then I just take it back, right? And I play. Yeah, here I was really thinking about rook c6, but turns out to be -1 for me. So the line being like this, rook d7, and I calculated bishop f7, but after this I didn't find like a nice continuation. I'm just -1. Yeah, it's just better here. It's hard for me. But this one I just took it slow, playing knight d4, and it's the best one. c5, knight c6, wow. Okay, it actually makes sense. If it takes, then I just take here. Then I'm +1. But I just played my rook to e1, and apparently it's not a good move because of bishop f8. But then I played queen d3. Yeah, so okay, I missed knight c6. This would have been a very good line, especially after this. Now I can go queen e6. Because I'm at the piece down, I didn't sacrifice my rook, right? So yeah, knight c6, I missed this one. It would have been a nice move. But in the game, I just thought maybe rook e1. I mean, if he played like bishop e7 now, I just take it, right? So he has to react to this. If he played rook e8, then I was thinking like queen f3, bishop e7, then queen g3. Trying to go for like g7, this weakness. So, but yeah, bishop g4 is also good. Queen d3, bishop f8, and then h3, g4. You can't go there because of this pin on the long diagonal. But yeah, knight d4 was good. Then rook e1 wasn't that good, but it was okay. Queen d3 was also okay. And then knight e6. Okay, so apparently what he did was better for him. I just thought he won't give up his queen for the exchange. So yeah, I'm worse, but it's difficult for him to like play, especially when your bishop is like still behind the pawn. Things can get worse for you, like you did in the game. So yeah, after this, rook c5, then rook c7, the king f1. Now I'm already +2 because he made a mistake. So knight f3, queen f5, bishop, and I just take a bishop. And this is easily winning. Just block the pawn. Give a few checks because I had to get some time. If I did it again, it would have been threefold repetition. But I don't want the draw. I wanted to win. So rook b7, rook c2, queen e3, took, and I played g4. I wanted to go g5. King f2 was good. And then b4, I just thought I wanted to stop any future pins. I just took the pawn. He gave me a bishop, and here I can't believe I didn't took the rook. It's crazy, I missed that one. But, I mean, it's still winning, especially after it takes. If he took back, it's just It's just technically mate here. You have to go back, and then I just take it. Okay, so this is this game. Then I want to just quickly go and analyze the other one I lost. Then I start with less time. That's fine. I'm gonna analyze the opening. So I played white. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the start of this. Okay, so e4, c6, d4, the d5, e5. Okay, bishop f5, knight e2 is a good line, followed by knight g3, and then h4, h6, h5, bishop d3. So the opening went quite well, and this is just better for me. Okay, I was thinking to try to exchange off this dark squares, so this will be like weak squares, but apparently this is just equal, maybe because I also have a weakness, right? But I mean, knight c3 would have been better. I just thought maybe this can become a little bit scary, especially like after knight d7, I just castle only plays like rook c8, then this will be a weakness. But apparently I get queen g4, and I get a kingside attack, so I don't have to worry about this weakness. I can just try to throw my pieces at his king. So yeah, I was just worried about this. I wanted to instead try to exchange off the dark squared bishop, so I can, yeah, I mean, this is an equal position. I lost my advantage, but I'm not worse. Like here this was a good move, trying to go for like these weaknesses, trying to make a threat. Rook c1, getting your rook on the open file, it's always a good idea. Then a3, why not play a3? Like I just wanted to play it slow. I want to block any moves like this in the future. Maybe get b4 as well, trying to freeze the c5 square. But I should have played knight e2. Why not just knight f5? Oh, okay, g4. And then if he gets back, I just go f4, trying to go for another kingside pawn storm at his king. And yeah, get some space on the king side. This will be +1. Okay, what about knight h4? Still f4. Maybe a5? Also want to analyze line. Okay, you go en passant. Then queen e3. Okay, then this squares are weak. You get your knight on c5. You go try to pressurize e6. And yeah, let's play a sample variation. Let's say I play rook e8, knight c5. Let's say queen e7, king h2. Okay, I'm not sure what it's gonna do here. Maybe. Okay, yeah, you just play slowly, trying to force a committal move to protect his knight, because his knight will be trapped, right? He has to protect it. Then you just go slowly. So this is all about slow maneuvers, apparently. You just try to control these squares, make it very difficult for him to find moves. Like he can't take here. This is just weakness. I can easily get my rook here, and this is already +3 for me. So knight d3. What would you do? Maybe a5, trying to go for b4. But then knight e5. If he takes, I cannot take with a queen. You keep the e5 square. So later you can get a knight to e5. Rook f7. Then it's really, I see, it's just about playing this position slowly. It's trying to get your pieces in the game, like rook f2, trying to improve the position of your pieces. So yeah, not sure exactly, but I think the idea is just to play it slowly. Maybe if he goes queen b4, then I go a4, you just stop any b5. If he goes b5, you just take it, and then this pawn loses. So just wait for him to make a mistake, because he has too many weaknesses. So yeah, this is the idea. I should not be too worried about. I just thought for a kingside attack you need at least to have more pieces, but apparently when you have a space advantage as well, you need to go for the attack. So yeah, okay. Here I played knight c5. Engine says b4, but this is equal as well. Queen a5, then I played queen takes queen. But I need to remember that I was low on time here. So I should have played b4, but it is complicated. What about this? Rook b1. Wow, okay. Knight d4. b6. 97. Okay. The idea is to trap the queen. I see. So if you play like a random move, rook b3 just traps your queen. Queen has nowhere to go. So that's why you need to take... Okay, so this is quite clever. You can't take the pawn on a3. I thought... I was seeing ghosts. I thought you can take the pawn on a3, but apparently you can't. Now you just play it slowly. I don't know, maybe a good move would be... I don't understand the idea. Okay, rook a8 actually makes sense. You want to go a5, trying to get the open file, right? Oh, wait. Yeah, you try to get the open file here. So knight e2 would be okay. We're going to try to throw in the kingside attack. Here you just play like this. So you play like slowly and you go for the attack slowly. So yeah. But okay, the game, it was just change of queens. I played b4. I mean, it's not a bad position. It's still equal. I was just low on time. Okay, here I messed up, right? Rook a1 apparently wasn't the best move. I should have taken and gone for the endgame like this. Then rook a1 probably. Because now if the knight moves like c2, here I can go rook a6, knight e4, and rook b6. So I at least have this pawn. But yeah, I think I played well. The first game was just unfortunate. I started with less time, but the second one I kind of liked. It was quite aggressive. And yeah, hope you learned something. I'm gonna end it here, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. So yeah, thank you for watching, and